Hello, lovelies. How are you all doing on this fine day? Alrighty. Welcome to Weird and Woo Woo. We're all a bit weird and we get a little woo woo. Okay, if that's not you, that's fine. I hope you have a fantastic and wonderful day. If it is you and you want to stick around to see if I have a reading for you, I just want to remind you that you are the sovereign being over your own life, which means you get to use your own discernment as to when, where, how, why, or even if the messages apply. So let's go ahead and say it together. We never Cinderella this to make it fit, okay? Awesome. Let's see here. I did want to say, I was getting beforehand, there's something about cicadas being important. My cicada wing was like really, it was sticking out and spirit kept drawing me to it. Just so that you're aware, cicadas in and of themselves are a collective, right? And within that collective, they have varying different groups that emerge and go through their cycles and their lifespan at different times and emerge in different places, you know, based upon those times. And it's like there's all these different cycles happening within that one collective, okay? The timing is always different. The sizes of each collective, you know, like some emerge every 17 years. That's a biggie. That's a biggie one, right? And then there's some that emerge in 5 years, and then there's some that emerge in, what, I think 13? So there's something about that. I would, if you also are drawn to like cicada wings and things like that, here's the thing. Remember, they're in the ground, and they have this exterior, this exoskeleton type something or other, or whatever it is, that is ugly when they first emerge, okay? And then as soon as they break free, it's kind of like the story of the butterfly, but less pretty. Let's just say it. But once they emerge, they are gorgeous. They may be huge, and they're a little, it's a little like, oh, but they are huge, and they're gorgeous though. They can be some beautiful colors. And so we get some around here that they have this beautiful, just beautiful, like bluish, greenish hues to them and things like that. I know when they first emerge and they're in that exoskeleton, they're brown and putrid and all kinds of stuff, right? And when we find those shells, we're like, ugh, a little bit. There's something to that. I don't know. I do want to say that I was getting that there was somebody's in the energy of being preoccupied with money or focused on money matters or something to that effect. So either this reading's like, I think the reading's going to be about money. Let's just put it that way. But anyways, oh Lord, we keep getting this transformation, change, and command. This definitely feels like somebody is going to take command, or needs to take command of this change that's happening, this transformation, or there's some level of transformation that's happening and there's going to be a change that gives you more influence and command over how something unfolds, okay? So let's just try and dig in a little bit. Okay, we're doing Azathoth. He's been showing up, like this deck has been showing out a lot lately. But you're going to be able to take command of something. I saw these like open books or manuscripts or something at the bottom of this, and it's like I heard well versed, well educated in something. So you're well versed in something. You're well knowledgeable, like very knowledgeable about something. I don't know. I don't know what that's got to do with anything, but. Eight of Cups, Nine of Swords. This would be like an anxiety surrounding leaving something familiar, there is what they're saying. So these cups are familiar, but it's not your wish fulfillment, and it's not it doesn't make you happy, and it's not for you. It's all I gotta say is, like, it's not for you anymore, right? And somebody may be experiencing some anxiety on how to get away from or move away from something that is definitely not for them anymore, right? Well, there's that transition. I know my dried flowers and stuff. I look at my dried flowers. Okay, so we go with the flow here, all right? The message is coming wild. So they're giving me the swords, and they're showing me the swords here, right? So some of your anxieties are poking holes in your way out of something, or your ability to transition out of something. It's poking, your anxiety is poking holes in something. Ace of Swords. We have a lot of swords right out the gate. So the energy of this one is really trying to draw me in. And that may just be the energy of certain anxieties that still plague the mind, or thoughts that plague the mind, that can put, or somebody feels these thoughts are not the thoughts themselves, but what you're thinking could potentially sink this boat. But these individuals are moving away from, which is what needs to happen, the Eight of Cups. Okay, we'll get there, guys. It's like it's not been easy to try to navigate those waters with these thoughts, with these concerns that have been traveling with you this entire time. We have, like, the Ace of Swords has, you know, it's like spirit, both of these. There's a sword and there's a cup. I think these swords have poked holes, like they said, in your desire to actually move towards something, like take action towards it. Because they're giving me with the Four of Cups, something needs to entice you. The cup is like inspiration, it is joy, it is something to satiate you. And it's like, is this an idea or something to that effect that that you haven't, okay, well that phone just rang, so maybe that's confirmation there. So an idea, or they don't want me to get away from an idea. Okay. Wheel sheet. An idea that is enticing, that will get you to do something, to make moves despite, or something that you know, a truth. Why does it feel, this may not be what you want to hear. Like, I don't know, this feels like I want to be very I don't want ideas. I want like a tangible solution. I want something to show up, which this feels like to rectify this situation, to make change. Okay, I want to know about this Ace of Swords really quick before we move forward, because it is Wheel of Fortune and the Star. We got to coverage of tatas. Wheel of Fortune and the Star. Somebody may feel like there's always one piece of information that's being blocked, because at first I felt like no energy coming from this. Like it was energy, but no information. Maybe that's what that is. Information. It could be communication, but that is not the what came through. Communication, information. Let's go there. Information that maybe these wouldn't be poking holes if you had some information, and it would make it more enticing to action something that you feel is right for you. What is the information? It is, okay. This is very slow. So something has been moving exceptionally slow for you. Now the change is about a development. So there may be, there's a transformation that's happening, and information that comes in that creates a development that puts someone in command of something. So yeah, I am totally drawn to putting this back up and pulling again. We're gonna, and I'm still trying to figure out where the energy of money was coming from. They said not this, they wanted the Sun Knight Tarot. Okay. Five of Swords and the Chariot. Okay, well that kind of mimics before. We saw the swords that was kind of causing someone to hesitate to move forward. Like conflicting thoughts. And like the one sword that is actually going into like the crown, like the download, the truth. It's got a vine wrapping around it, and it's got other ideas or thoughts. So there is a truth. There is an idea or a notion, like information, a download. Maybe that's what that other things are competing with. And it's causing issues, because we all know if both aspects are not on board and moving in the same direction, that Chariot's not moving anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So there's like a change that has to happen for there to be a development. We got the Knight of Cups. Look at that. Okay, so something enticing that you would desire, Ace of Wands, and would cause you to move forward, because the Eight of Pentacles is all about the progression, the continuing moving forward, putting in the like investing in something, and having direction though, right? Because with the Seven of Pentacles, a lot of times you don't know what's going to pop off. Eight of Pentacles, something's popped off and you are now knowing where to direct your energy. So there's forward movement with Eight of Pentacles. So what is, there's that dang Wheel of Fortune in another deck. Three of Swords, Knight, like this will turn around. This will be a very fast, quick turnaround. Things will turn around very quickly. Those thoughts are just feel like they are those thoughts that are competing with a download or a knowing or a truth or an idea. It is hurting somebody. And I feel like because we got the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Wands, exceptionally quick turnaround. This is a change of luck. This is a change of fortune. This is things feeling and being experienced differently. It happens like very swiftly. But, okay, so let's talk about the Knight of Cups then. Because that's, the Knight brings in the cup that we saw in the Four of Cups earlier, right? Strength. King of Swords. Okay, dokie. There's that Ace of Swords. There's the Seven of Wands. Like, you have to protect this knowing, this truth, this idea, this information. Like, you gotta, like, you have to stand, like, and I said earlier, you're kind of like standing up for what you know. That was a Justice card. To be true for you, right? Like having to really protect that and like being willing to, and I feel like this isn't against us, anybody else. This is your own mind. You have to do the work to protect this and not to allow these other energies to interfere with that. Okay. This is the Eight of Cups. This is the energy of moving away from something. The Strength card over here with the King of Swords is talking about needing to have control over your mind, over the thoughts that are coming in, and to do such, because these thoughts can be very powerful, is going to require a lot of strength. The idea behind the Strength card is kind of like taming that little monster that wants to say some stuff, right? But I don't understand. My question is this. I don't even feel like this person needs that. They know that. Just because we get told doesn't make it any easier and doesn't mean that we do a better job of it, right? Like being told that multiple times. They're in the middle of a transformation. There is going to be a change that brings development, and maybe this is taking command of your mind, of your thoughts. But, you know, how long must they, like the cicada, stay underground? Like, to me, like, being underground would be in hell, really. How long must they stay in hell before they can emerge? And you've got here, like, a cup coming in and someone drinking from that cup. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. Is the change coming? Yes or no? I mean, it's like, you know, this is about right here, right now. This is the Eight of Wands. It's coming in quickly. then why do I not buy it is the question. Six of Pentacles, help, Three of Cups, you will be able to celebrate. There's a finality with something. It is coming. Page of Cups. It is coming. But as it comes, you need to maintain. Like, your only job is to maintain your mind. This to me says, like, it's already unraveling. It's already starting. Something's already in motion. This new beginning. Eight of Wands. Spirit's trying to work swiftly to bring in the help, the assistance. Pentacles would be at the very basic. It's getting the resources, which a lot of times is money, because usually you have like somebody who has the scales and they're kind of doling things out to who needs it. And sometimes there's always one person. And here's the thing, on there, it looks like there's one person getting something and another person not. But the one person is just having to wait momentarily while the other person's receiving theirs, right? It's like hold, in just a minute, the individual on the Six of Pentacles is going to turn around and then give the next person what it is that they need and are asking for. But, you know, like, it's literally right there. Don't be impatient. It's coming. You just got to wait your turn. And we do have, like, between the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands, the two fastest moving cards in the tarot deck. Somebody's already ready to leave something, to walk away from something. It's like these cups, like in the other deck, remember the cup still had something full. Like, these cups are weighing this person down. They are chained to these Eight of Cups. And they don't have, like, the thing to, you know. And these are acting like scales, like trying to balance this. And I see this smoke as like you're trying to cleanse from this. You're just ready to be rid of something. Tell me about the Lovers, because I wanted to, I was like, is there a choice here to be had? And I feel as if it's kind of like, it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm going to have to choose this when it comes, like, whatever. Like, that doesn't feel like that. Yeah, we will use this, a Golden Universal. Please explain. I mean, this cup is traveling to someone. Something like you're so more than willing to take. This may be a situation where it's like you have contributed to some level of restraint or being bogged down because you're refusing. Obviously, with the Eight of Cups, you refuse. I'm not taking any of these cups anymore. It's not for me anymore. Same with like the Four of Cups that we had before from the other deck. He wasn't messing with the Three Cups in front of him. So to a certain degree, maybe some of the money issues really, because there's certain things that you're just like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's just certain, and on the bottom we have the Ace of Pentacles. So like, there's certain things that you're just, you know, so there is this level of, what I want to say is kind of like waiting for something to show up that it's like you're willing to take. Oh yeah, like you want to partake in, and that inspires you and motivates you, and that you're willing to put the energy investment into. You're like, hell yeah. Like you're waiting for that to show up, right? Waiting for it to show up. And so, in the meantime, you're kind of struggling. Look at that. Page of Cups again. I'm asking about the Lovers. We'll just go through this. I don't usually do a book. So, we have the Page of Cups. There it is. It's whatever. Even if you see holes and you're not certain about something, it's arriving, and it may be a little scary, a little unsettling. Thank you. A little like, okay. But it's a yes. That's exactly where you need to go. There's the Moon card again. I feel like you're gonna have to protect yourself against like subconscious fears that are gonna come up and try to you know, mess with, right? Whatever this is, because the Seven of Swords could be deception, but a lot of it's like self-deception. It's your own thoughts. And so the idea is to protect yourself from that, to have to be in, I always say, it's positive mental like preparation for something, positive mental outlook, so that you can kind of face whatever it is. Like if you get your mind right, you can manage anything. So that you can full force go into this new beginning. Why does it feel so immediate? And yeah, we'll get back to the Lovers. Why does it feel so immediate then? Why does is it just because the money is immediate? Like what level of time are we talking about to have to wait for this? That's a book. We're not doing another book. Come on. Come on. Nine of Cups. Well, there's the wait. Because you're obviously waiting for something to bear fruit. It isn't yet. There is this wish fulfillment for something to manifest, for something to come through. And it's literally, you really are waiting for something. Same as the Four of Cups, so you're waiting, and you're probably demanding to have an answer as to when. Like you're supposed to have faith about this download, and it's like, when though? Because I feel like your priority is right here, right now. Like that's your priority. And it's kind of like, you know, on a hope, on a whim kind of thing, that this thing's, it's like, well, in the meantime, you don't want to just bank on the idea of something coming through. Ace of Pentacles. And that is coming from this guy. Like this is going to be guided to you. And if you add the one ace to the 7, that's something popping off. That's something bearing fruit. That is something worth your energy and investment. That is something that produces for you. That is money. How long of a wait is there? Knight of Pentacles. No, Page of Pentacles, sorry. Knight has a horse's head. There's unseen action that's taking place right now because the Two of Wands is the action card. It's giving something has already started to, again, something is already happening. You're not aware of it. And I feel like the page is kind of like ushering something in on behalf of something else. So it's already in motion. I feel like that's not, somebody's not, Yeah, someone's not. I had the 5 of Wands on the other one. I just saw it stuck in my hand. And I'm like, you're not really like happy with that. You feel trapped. You're kind of like, so like, you know, like I would rather take action and take care of things right here, right now kind of thing. I need to know. Like if this is it's going to take several months, then I've got shit to do to take care of this. But I'm being told to kind of like, hold on. It's already in process. It's coming. It's going to be very fast. But like, you know, I can't bank on a wish and a hope and a prayer kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like I need to know so that I can address. There's something pending right now. What is it right now that they are facing that is having them say, look, I need to address this now. Whatever this waiting game is, like, give me just a second. Whatever you're facing, it's not clear at this point. It is not. Like, I mean, this person would be grabbing one of these cups if they could, if there were something in it. And it came out reversed. See, they're showing me the 21 here. And whether it's upright or reversed, whether you're aware of when or not, it's like this still looks the same. We're saying either, it's giving the energy of either way. So like even if like, it's like even if I do something right now, it may not necessarily produce anything. So whether I do something, and also like knowing isn't going to bring things in. Somebody just doesn't have clarity. But I do feel like there's this energy of either way, something is going to turn out the same way. Okay. What are they facing right now that has them preoccupied with money, has them preoccupied with... Come on now. Come on. Somebody may be facing a decision that hinges on when this cup comes in, and it's creating, and there's a concern that if the cup doesn't come in soon enough, then there's a conflict that will create difficulty for someone. I'm going. So that's why they're asking. Oh. Will the cup come in before the chaos ensues? Six of Cups would be like, and again, look how he's giving it. Like it's support, it's help. I believe so. It is the idea of something coming in before some level of chaos might ensue. And somebody's really like, this is what you're facing. What you're like, look, you're on guard. You're very much so on guard because you are actually needing money. So I keep getting on a hope, on a prayer. Like, I don't want to be holding out on a hope and a prayer that something comes through in time for me kind of thing. Like, I need to know. And I don't know. And so that's why I'm in this energy of money. And this is the reason why I feel like whatever spirit tells me will play a factor in what my decision is. Like, somebody's looking to expand monetarily and they're like, you know, I'm just going to make some executive decisions. You feel as if maybe that's the thing. Like, you've been trying hard, remember, to not choose certain things. You know, between the Four of Cups and the Eight of Cups, it's like you really want to leave behind this, but you may be on the verge of choosing something that you know you shouldn't choose, that's really not in alignment with you, that you really desire to walk away from, but you're like, at this point, I can't hold on to a hope and a wish and a prayer. And so that's the reason why you're in this energy. I'm going to pull just a couple from Lenormand and then we'll wrap it up. The story is, yes, it is coming. Yes, something's happening quickly and swiftly. They want you in command of your mental realm. Don't, because then that's when you will maybe do something impulsive, right? That's when you potentially might do something impulsive. And if you make a decision, at least let it be not on a whim, right? There is a change that's going to come in that brings about a development. You may be a feminine energy or trying really hard to stay in your feminine energy. Both the feminine cards came out so that you can be open to receive instead of actioning and doing and things like that. I'm trying to give you something that hasn't already been said. So when the cards keep repeating themselves, I'm like, man. That jumped out of my hand. Somebody may have a new move ahead of them. A new move ahead of them. They said, yes, you'll get, there's that information. See, I feel like you're kind of like, I think you know something is coming about or something's going to be revealed or something's going to kind of, you know, happen. But you're like, I'm in a position right now. I'm in a position where I need to do certain things and I can't just hang my hat up and be like, oh, it all, you know, you're facing reality right now and you've got to, you know, and it may be bogging you down because you're looking at something that might be time sensitive right now. And you're like, it's now or never. Or it's kind of like the energy you're going in. Now, obviously, never is not necessarily, you know, if this thing is delayed any, I think that you can see the negative impacts, right? From that. We do have the home where, and this is a level of communication coming in. This is some type of discourse or conversation. This is really good energy though. So between this and these, it's good information. It's good news. It's something to that effect. It is a new direction. It is a movement. With the house card, I'm like, again, somebody may be like, is this going to happen? You know, like, it would be like, I'm going to get a job, and if I'm not going to move, then I'm going to, you know, like, you know, it just feels a certain way. Like, I'll move and then get one. I don't want to get one here, and then that mess things up. I don't know how that, it at the heart of it is money. Let's just be honest with you. Tell me a little bit more. So whatever the communication or whatever the news or whatever it is, there is a harmoniousness. And we also have the dog, which is trustworthy, loyal, you know. And the book is about gaining that knowledge, gaining the information. Let me move my coffee out of the way. Not much coffee. And we've got a key. Again, for someone, it could be changing homes. A home environment may very well be wrapped up in someone's monetary situation right now. Tell me about the message or information really quick, and then we're gonna try to wrap it up. Well, it's coming from somewhere at a distance. You may receive some kind of news from family. Or this information helps you to, we could talk about, oh, it doesn't feel like that. Get real crystal clear. Because when I'm in the energy of hesitancy of somebody else, then okay. You will get information. I do feel like somebody may be coming towards you at a distance, or maybe asking you to come towards them. I must be reading for a feminine right now, because that came out like massively so. Either somebody is, whatever gender, you're heavily in your feminine energy. Tell me about the dog really quick. That's usually very trustworthy, loyal, helpful. Yeah. The most unhelpful card they could have possibly given me. So the dog is outside of you. I feel like it's the, there's a little bit like trust the unknown. You can trust when this information is given to you. Who's at the helm of giving this information? Where is it coming from? Yeah, that's like, you're not really aware. So this may be a new source or a new person or just somebody you're not familiar with. This is because it's going to be revealed. It's going to be shown. You know, I wanna ask details, but I feel like they're kind of like, they're not going to give me everything, and I don't really know why. Honestly, I don't. Is it going to happen before this? Okay, you know what? Before this weekend or after? Like, can you give us some kind of indication? Watch your mind. Don't self-sabotage. I get a level of impatience, just gonna be honest with you, about between this, and this. I do feel like this is about pulling yourself up above the situation, seeing it from a different perspective, rising above what you're experiencing right now. This is feeling exceptionally protective. There's an energy of wanting to protect a child. This may be like, I was getting family, you know, and I did a reading earlier this week that where children were a highlight. We have had children come out. We have had very much so feminine, motherly energy coming out. This tower is about government institutions and like corporations and things like that. So that could definitely be like courts and things like that. And feeling like a lack of trust in regards to some type of institution, and feeling like someone feels very, and again, with the house move, so the Lenormand may be trying to highlight something for somebody very specific, right? I want to say somebody feels money is wrapped up in a move somehow, or a change of environment. The anchor is about pulling up your anchor and going to different shores. In it, you can see the shadow of the dog. Somebody feels tied down. And somebody doesn't trust that they will receive approval. This is going in another direction, but I've got to give it while we're here. And so somebody knows that abundance and money and things like that are tied up in being able, in a particular location. Positive energy. There's going to be luck. I'm trying to figure out, because this is usually like somebody being very highlighted, like, and like getting the attention or whatever, but I'm like, why does it not feel like that's what you're trying to say? I don't understand. The way will be revealed to you. So maybe some of the thoughts that are counteracting the knowing. Oh God, I'm so glad I stuck with this shit. Okay, so if there is a feminine energy out there, a caretaker, let's call it that. So that could be either parent, but it's a caretaker, or even a grandparent, you know, whatever. That's what I think, that feminine nurturing energy, very protective energy over children. If you're concerned about being able to do something, that may be the thoughts. Like, you may know, like, a download is like, this needs to happen, and you're like, I don't know how to action this. I don't know how to make it happen. And right now, things are kind of like down to the wire, and I have to make some decisions. I can't rest on a hope and a prayer if there's family or children involved. I totally get that. That makes complete sense. I do see, so there's this kind of like, look, I'm just going to have to, I don't want to have to choose something that I know is not for me, or that I don't really like, or that I don't really want. I don't want to have to go back to the Eight of Cups. But if I do, like, I can't walk away. I can't walk away. I don't know what you want me to do with this download, this stuff that you're giving me. You're going to have to help me out. You're going to have to give me away. You're going to have to, like, I need some type of inspiration and reason to make or do action, whatever it is that has been downloaded. And I feel as if it's like, there's something about money being wrapped up in a change of location. And if you're going through a divorce, that's why the house may be showing up. And that's why maybe you're like, I'm not so certain that I'm going to be able to do X, Y, and Z and all that kind of stuff. And that might be why I'm getting like a sense of like a government agency or court or something to that effect, like being involved with something. And knowing that you feeling like you're anchored down and not yet ready or not able to move. But the path is going to be shown to you. And I want to say, you can trust this. Again, yeah, I mean, I think that maybe the information is the how to maneuver towards something that you know, like a truth you may know, or an idea you have, or a download that you've had, how to maneuver towards that. Leaving things favorably for you, and addressing the issues that you have concern, which seems to be family, like, you know, and that is coming in. So the answer that you seek, but you're kind of like, I feel like you think there is a time limit, is what I want to say. You are like, the clock is ticking, and you're kind of like, I'm at the precipice where I cannot fumble the bag. I cannot execute something. I can't just wait. And I feel like I'm not going to, because I have children, I have family, there's others involved. Yeah, there's a new community here. So trust that the information is going to be given to you. But again, I can see where you're concerned, because you're like, I can't wait for this information. I can't be like, okay, and just let things, you know, they're outside of the download, outside of the information coming in. There are external circumstances that are putting you in a precarious situation where you're like, I have to make decisions now. And I hear you, Spirit, that this is, but I don't have the ability to take the action. So Spirit has to bring something in, and they're asking you to stay clear on the download, on what you know you should be, the truth, and to not let those thoughts that are competing, like I've got to X, Y, and Z. Now there's multiple, but I feel like whatever thoughts you're having that are giving you concerns and everything, really all hinge on the fact that it's not just you. So I am talking to like somewhat of a caretaker, but that's the route we're going to go. Either a parent, or you're taking care of family members, things like that. And it feels as if all of the concerns somehow tie into that. And so you have to it's almost like if it was just me, I wouldn't have all these other things that are pulling on me mentally and battling me with the download I've gotten. But it's not just me. That's what I feel like saying. And so money is at the crux of this. It is at the crux of this. Your desire is to you do want to do that. You do want to move away. You want the Eight of Cups. You want to go towards what it is that you want and desire. You most certainly hear the messages that are coming in, but it doesn't make anything clear on how to do that. And I'm going to flip this. They just said flip it. You're like, how though? And that's coming in. That's the information that's coming in. Or this information is crucial in the development that allows you to take command of a situation. I feel like this is going to be some kind of like, it just puts the authority or the power into your hands to do something. If you feel, if you're taking care of a family member and it's like other family members are trying to stop you from making certain changes that are for the betterment of you and whoever you're taking care of, you're going to get some kind of information that puts you at the helm. That could go a myriad of ways, right? It could be so-and-so who's trying to stand in the way of me doing this is now facing, oh my gosh, charges. Well, those stayed in my hands, so I'll look at that. Charges. And so they wouldn't be able to, because they drove drunk and all kinds of other stuff. And so now they're dealing with their legal matters, and no judge would give them, any kind of, I'm obviously the more stable individual. I'm the one, so I can make the decisions. I can maybe do what I want, change the house. This could even be like needing to, anyways, so it gives you, it could go awry. Whatever this information is, though, it leverages in your favor. I like that. Leverages in your favor. So there's the message. It's the first time that I'm masculine. Oh, yeah. And if this is like an X, like it's information. Like, look at this. This is like the gossip and the little bitty, you know what I mean, between individuals. And so I feel like it's just the information that leverages things in a way. That's a long, drawn out way to get around it. And so I don't know what you're facing, because it does feel like something very tangible right here, right now kind of thing. But it's also kind of like, I don't know, like you there's a lot of factors here. And you feel like time is up. There's mitigating circumstances around you that are pressuring on the time, and you're looking to Spirit going, well, I'm about to have to make a decision. And you're going to make the decision instead of actioning the Eight of Cups, right? And walking away from a situation, moving away from something towards what it is that you want, to maybe buckling down and staying right where you're at and engage and going down a path that's not for you in regards to whatever this circumstance, like the greater whole is, because of this one aspect in your life and all your fears, all your thoughts, all the competing mental whatevers. It's it all hinges on this. So that like message from a distance may be really information coming from somewhere else to you about family or for the family, or, you know, that will benefit your circumstance with your family. And it does feel like that's going, it's timely, they said. It's going to come in the right, so that you can make the right decision. They just don't want you to make, like, impulsively do something now before. They don't choose to give up on the Eight of Cups. Don't choose to go back to one of the cups that are there. They want you to stay in the energy of looking towards the Nine of Cups and the desire to move towards that. Don't make the decision yet. So if there's something that you're like about to choose because you're like, well, oh well, whatever change, or like, you know, I'm having to make decisions. I feel like the clock is ticking and I'm having to make decisions. And at the crux of it, I have to think of others. It isn't just me. I have my family and I have all of these things. And if I just wait on a hope and a prayer, like wishing on a hope and a prayer, you know, then a lot could go wrong, and that just can't happen. So you may feel like, yeah, there's mitigating circumstances. So yeah, I'm going to leave that there. I hope this finds whoever it is meant for. Good luck and have a fantastic, wonderful day, if possible. And I will see you guys later.